Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day. Just wanted to talk to you about some things with your coastal erosion project. So a few things. The first thing is you want to make sure that you have the group rules and research notes open. Remember, your specific section should be complete. And the other sections, the only thing that you're going to have there is just who was supposed to research that section. So the other sections might not be complete, but you're going to have the name of the person that was responsible for researching that section. Then you also want to make sure you have your coastal erosion project presentation open, just to remind you about what that's going to look like. Once you open that document, you're going to see this. So your claim is really why your state deserves the federal funds to reduce the impact of climate change that's affecting coastal erosion in your state. So I put for today's presentation, just so you can kind of take a look, close this out for you. I just gave you kind of a checklist on what should be there and giving you some pointers in terms of, hey, this section should have this section can be bullet pointed, this section should have complete sentences, so it's all right there. Keep in mind before you start working on the Google Slides, please make sure that you've had that one person share the slides with everybody. Okay, so I don't know if it's Carla in the group, then Carla's going to share, she's going to open her slides. She's going to click this share button with her slides to share it with everyone in her group with their PUC email addresses. I've had some students that aren't able to share their document, the Google Slides. If that's the case, just let me know and I can go in there and share it with everyone else. And everybody should be working on the exact same document. It's super important that you're all working on the same document, and keep in mind, everybody should be typing on the slides, because I will be able to go in there and access and see who has typed what and when they typed it. So the expectation is that today your slides should be completely finished. Yes, we are specifically just having these two slides. Your claim, I gave you the example of the claim in today's presentation slides. On class, the evidence can be bullet pointed. This is also where you're going to bullet point and copy paste the websites that you used for your research. The justification of the evidence should be about 2 paragraphs long. It's really the part where you're writing a complete coherent statement. Pretend that I'm not able to hear you present. That's where you're getting that written stuff done. And then current conditions, threats, those can be bullet pointed. Potential solutions can also be bullet pointed. Another thing that I wanted to remind you about with this is when you're presenting these slides, and I'm trying to just kind of give you some presentation tips and reminders, you might want to keep some notes for yourself, or you can always type notes in the slides themselves, right? So it does say click to add speaker notes. You could add those speaker notes, or you could type it on a separate Google Doc or something else that you could have open on your laptop or device when you're presenting. But you don't want to just read directly from the slides. And so that's really, really important. I know it's tempting when you have information there to just read it directly, but everyone that can see it can read it themselves. So make sure that don't put all the information that you have on the slides. Keep some off to the side so you can elaborate a little bit more. Also, please split up the sections so you know ahead of time who is going to present what. So maybe you're like, okay, Daniela, you're going to present this section. Marco, you're presenting this section. Dallas, you're presenting this section. You kind of go off so that you have these different sections. So it's smoother once you're presenting in class. And that's really it. Keep in mind, I will be listening to the audio of the rooms. So make sure that in the breakout rooms, you are talking and trying to work as much as you can. I know sometimes it might be quiet in there, especially if you're typing and adding on your Google Slides, because you're not going to type and talk at the same time. But, have your mic engaged so that you can talk with other people in your group. And as always, myself and Miss P, we are here to help you. So if you need anything, please type your questions in the chat, or feel free to unmute yourself and just ask out loud. I'm sure somebody else has that question. All right. I will talk to you all later. Hope this video helped.